down because over in the corner there's a battle going on. I believe it is Libet. He is in there with Shand. The two of them in the corner. Libet actually had his back to the glass, or his face to the glass, and his back to Shand. And they were in a mix-up there. Shand is heading in, and Libet will follow him in. And it broke out with a play over on the opposite side.
And Nicky Libet is one that doesn't get in fights. He just minds his business, goes up and down.
And now Polonich takes it over the line. Dumped it in toward the corner, and Stan Leroy was belted to the ice by Fox. Polonich stepped in the car. He's going to get a penalty. Polonich, for some reason, had to stick right up in Carr's face. And on the delayed call, here's Carr taking it over the line. Now Carr sent it back to the blue line, out to the side of the net. When it's played by the wings, Polonich will go off. And so what would have been a Red Wing power play will no longer be.
Well, this is a bad penalty by Dennis.
So Dennis, now we have it right out at center ice with Fox and St. Laurent threatening to go at it.
Fox really took a piece of St. Laurent, and I think that's what brought Dennis into the play when he brought his stick up high and got a penalty for, no doubt it's going to be for high sticking.
Just prior to that, I'll tell you that Pronovo was really belted to the ice too, so it's been going both ways. But I guess tempers have been settled now, and Polonich will head off, and we'll be back with more after we pause now for this. They taken in along the boards. It's held there, and a face-off will stay in the Atlanta zone. And again, we have a little rough stuff going on. Polonich is off to the right side. It was St. Laurent who was in the middle of it. Now Tommy Bergman playing it off, shot wide. LeBratton, he's hemmed in along the boards by Houston, who took a run at him. In behind the goal, Lalonde. St. Laurent knocked it away. The play is loose behind the Detroit goal. Flames have it right there. The glove came off, and now here's a battle going on. Kenny Houston and Perry Miller. And the two linesmen moved in very quickly, and that started rather innocently off to the side of the Detroit goal, but Miller, I guess, decided he'd had enough. So the two linesmen are in between them, and the referee standing right there taking a look at it all. And still the two of them remain at rather close quarters. And you can see Houston. Houston made his first move in the National Hockey League in Atlanta uniform when he took on Dave Schultz, when Schultz was the killer of the league, and sent him to the ice. So they'll move in, and there's a pause in the action with a score 1-0 Atlanta. We'll be back in a moment.
This play starts very innocently, this penalty. Miller goes around behind the net. It's a surprising thing. The puck was left behind the net. Reed Larson doesn't go back to make a play on the puck at all. He's standing out in front of the net. And first thing you know, Houston and Miller are tangled, and they both take a few good swings. In fact, Miller connected with a couple of good ones.
Miller also won in the penalty department. He picked up 4 minutes. Two roughing penalties.
See, this is a surprising thing about hockey. Now that, to me, would be a fight, where they're both swinging, they both connect, and yet it's not, they call it fighting, I guess, and they both get, well, Houston gets 2, Miller gets 4.
Houston did not want to go into the penalty box. He was trying all the way across the ice to get back at Miller, and you can see him, he's still jabbing away at him in the penalty box. But there are 3 or 4 people in between them. Along the boards by Dale McCourt. Now Fox came out, and he was dealt to the ice. A good heavy check. Drilled a shot, but it was blocked by Fox. He went low, made a good save on it. For St. Laurent, and he was stopped out in front, picked it up again, slid it to the goal mouth. The Wings took another whack at it. LeBratton has it. Danny LeBratton sliding it out in front, but the Flames will take it, and there is a penalty coming up. A Red Wing player is down.
On the net, it was just, it's out there in front. Fox comes up and high sticks Dennis Polonich, and winds up getting a penalty. Possibly could have been 5 minutes. I don't know if Dennis was cut or not. It appeared as though he was shaken up.
That's what I was looking for, because Lefty Wilson is still working on Dennis over along the Detroit bench, and he seems to have been cut, which would have necessitated a 5-minute penalty. You can see him
just above his
along the eye there.
Left eye, I guess, a little nick.
Now big Eric Vale winding up, heading over the line into the Detroit zone, and he's upended, and a good check by Perry Miller. Play went in behind the Detroit goal. Came off to the side of the net, right on in front. They score. Left all alone. Eric Vale on the pass from McMillan again. Pretty play.
And it's just an unbelievable play. A good check there by Miller, and he really got into Vale's they just give that goal away, regardless.
And just as we're coming back, a penalty call just inside the Atlanta blue line, and the Flames are going to send Willie Plett in.
And that is just Gene Carr's second goal of the season.
I'd have to tell you the truth of the matter. You probably saw it, and I didn't, because I was checking the...
Well, he charged. He just went charging over along the boards and hit Billy Lahead. into Carroll, I guess it was.
And that's the end of the game with the final score. The Atlanta Flames 7, Detroit Red Wings 2. We'll be back in just a moment.